in
1989, April 89.
1989. Oh, okay. So that's after the
That's
Ark of
after,
Covenant and everything was found by him.
He, when he was on the way, on the initial trip that I met him, that 13th day, the next day, or 14th day, he was on the way. We were going to go to Egypt, but he said, I have to go. A man by the name of Fazold, he's an underwater specialist. He discovered this big ancient clipper ship treasure out in the Mediterranean, out in the Atlantic, down in South Atlantic, that was full of gold and all this. David Fazold.
Okay, David Fazold.
He was considered, there are documentaries done by him and all of treasure hunting underwater. And he'd heard about this discovery of the Red Sea crossing. And so he wanted to come with David, with Ron Wyatt, and do some work. So he said he's going to bring his underwater equipment. So I have to go to Tel Aviv today to meet customs, to walk him through, to be sure he documents every piece of equipment that he has. If you don't document serial number, what it is, you can't take it out.
Oh, you can't take it out.
And he has some very expensive equipment, so I have got to get him through customs properly, or he'll lose half his gear. And then he's going to take a hotel, and tomorrow we'll go to Egypt with him. But I've got to go today to rent some boats and get ready for the exploration. And so you and I will go. But he said, before we get to the airport, now he said, I have my subsurface interface radar scanner in the trunk. I won't leave it in my room in the hotel. I'm keeping it with me. But I don't dare park this thing and us two go into the airport. It won't be in that trunk. The car won't be there when I get back. They know I carry expensive gear. So will you do me a favor? You have a license, right? I said, yeah. He says, it'll be good enough if anybody stops you. But abide by the law, but keep driving around and coming back in front of the terminal. And when David comes out, then we'll fetch him and take him to his hotel, and then we'll go on to Egypt. So he said, so I want to do that. But now, he says, before we get to the airport, because I don't want to talk about this at all when we're with David Fazold, but the Lord told me I can tell you this. And that's when, on the way to Tel Aviv, he told me about the Ark of the Covenant and the discovery of the Ark of the Covenant. And
so before that time, he didn't
tell anybody. He wasn't making it known.